People often ask me if I was ever bullied in life. The truth is, yes, but not in the way most imagine. My very first bully wasn't a schoolmate or a stranger. It was my father. He taught me harsh lessons early on, not with words, but with the kind of discipline that leaves emotional bruises deeper than physical ones. However, it wasn't until I ended up in prison, in the heartless expanse of the Soviet gulags, that I truly learned how to face bullies head-on. In that brutal environment, surrounded by predators and survivors alike, I forged a personal code. A code not just for survival, but for reclaiming my dignity, and in the process, discovering what it truly means to stand tall. Whether you're a student, a white-collar worker, or trapped in the darkest corners of society, the same rules for dealing with bullies still apply. Power has patterns, and bullies function the same everywhere. It all starts with your eyes. Never stare them down. With aggression, but never drop your gaze too quickly either. The key is in the balance, one that speaks confidence without arrogance. Your eyes communicate more than your mouth ever could. They are a window into your soul, but in hostile situations, they also become your first weapon and defense. Eye contact tells a bully if you're prey or peer. Power is balance, and balance begins in the gaze. Do not underestimate how much respect you can command simply by looking at someone with calm strength. Your eyes signal that you see them, but that you are not afraid. It's subtle, but it changes everything. Next is your body language. Walk with purpose. Keep your back straight, your chest lifted, not puffed in arrogance, but with self-respect. Picture an invisible thread pulling you upward from the crown of your head. This not only keeps your spine aligned, but naturally lowers your chin, a subtle signal of quiet strength. Ironically, those who lift their chins in pride are often the ones who get knocked down the fastest. Real strength doesn't boast. It stands firm. Your body posture tells others and yourself what role you're playing in the story. Stand like the protagonist of your life. Walk like you belong everywhere, even if you don't feel it yet. Then comes the mindset. Once your posture and presence are in place, your thoughts must follow. The strongest approach is one of calm cooperation. I'm okay, you're okay, until proven otherwise. Begin every interaction respectfully, but be firm in your boundaries. Bullies test limits, so when someone crosses the line, respond swiftly and without hesitation. Make it clear you won't tolerate disrespect, but leave the door open for peaceful cooperation. This balance of strength and grace is a strategic dance, one that turns enemies into allies, or at least keeps them at bay. It's a universal truth that applies in schoolyards, prisons, boardrooms, and beyond. Perhaps the most difficult rule of all is to control your emotions. Bullies thrive on provoking you. Their goal is to make you angry, scared, or humiliated. Don't give them that satisfaction. Emotions cloud your judgment and drain your power. Stay calm. Respond with logic, not rage. Use wit when possible, and silence when necessary. A bully doesn't know how to respond when you stay composed. Your calm is both your armor and your blade. It cuts through their bluster and exposes their insecurity. In the chaos of conflict, the one who keeps their cool always holds the advantage. But strength isn't just built alone. That's why the fifth rule is about forming alliances. Start by paying it forward. Small favors, kind gestures, shared meals or stories. These acts create connections, and those connections grow into alliances. Eventually, they may evolve into deep friendships. In the Gulag, alliances weren't just helpful, they were the difference between life and death. Bullies struggle to isolate you when you're respected and supported. You don't need to be popular, just useful, trusted, and present. Community, however small, is a shield no bully wants to challenge. Next, never stop sharpening your skills. Whether it's your mind, your speech, or your fists, competence is your quiet guardian. Practice what's needed in your environment: strategic thinking, verbal defense, physical readiness. Bullies avoid those who are prepared. You don't need to show off your talents, just have them. Real skill is silent until called upon, and by then, it's too late for the enemy. Mastery is magnetic, and preparation is protection. When you're competent, you walk into rooms differently. You don't chase respect, you carry it with you. And finally, Rule 7, silence. Silence, when used intentionally, is your sharpest weapon. Combined with eye contact and strong posture, silence becomes a force of nature. It unsettles bullies because they don't know how to read it. Words can be twisted, but silence cannot. In moments of confrontation, the ability to remain still and quiet is not weakness, it's presence. It creates pressure. It demands respect. When your body is firm, your gaze is steady, and your voice is still, you radiate strength. Silence isn't the absence of words, it's the presence of power. These lessons and more are drawn from Grim Begins, a novel based on hard truths, not just for entertainment but for empowerment. It tells the story of a lost young man, escaping an abusive home, who unknowingly joins a group of smugglers and ends up imprisoned in the gulags of the Soviet Union. Through torment and betrayal, he transforms into someone unrecognizable, not broken, but hardened and wise. It's a story of survival, strength, and ultimately, self-mastery. It's also my story. And like all meaningful stories, it is not just about one man. It is a mirror for all of us. We all fight bullies. We all seek meaning, and we all, at some point, must choose whether to shrink or to rise. Choose to rise.